Hi and welcome to Dewdrops. My name is Beth. I want to welcome you to the Glow series. This is exciting for me to share that. Today we're first going to make our glow inserts. Each insert will act as a little powerhouse. So we are going to mix the glow powder, some Chameleon flakes, mermaid, sequin, glitter is fine, whatever you prefer to use to give it the hues and the sparkle. Then, once we get it all mixed together, I'm going to put it in the different spots on my square mold, the different sizes. I like the smallest size, the next size up, and then the third smaller one. Those three are the ones that I normally use, especially for stuff like this. So what we're going to do is show you the process of how I make these inserts. And when we are done with this, we will move on to our next phase. So right now, just enjoy the process, and when we are ready to go to the next spot, I'll be there. Now that the glow inserts are made, we need to make the backing for the other part of the piece. And all I did, and you'll see here, is I'm just showing you an example. I just took a flower and pulled it apart and put it in the resin, and I used a lot of it. That is what's coloring my resin, believe it or not. And I'm adding some blue mica flakes just to mix it in, and that is going to be put aside after it's all mixed together to be able to put behind in the insert. So that's your second thing that you make. We're not laying colors down per se like I do with my other pieces. So these are the things we're going to need: the flesh cutters, the needle nose, round nose, and bent nose, and your scissors. Same typical things that we use with every one of my pieces. Those are your standard tools. I use different size round nose depending on the piece I'm working on. For this piece, I want the smallest round nose tip that I can get because I'm making an infinity sign or symbol, and I want the loops to be as tight as possible. Then we're going to cut off approximately at 1 centimeter's length to be able to make your second loop. And now your second loop, you need to go the opposite direction of your first one. And you just hold the tip of the wire and you twist and twist until it will not twist anymore. But don't force it. You can squeeze it closed with your pliers like I'm doing. And we need to make 3 of them pretty in similar size. You know, it's okay if they're a little bit different, but you really want them as close as possible. I put 1 on either side, and then once I'm done on the other side, when I work on that, I'll put the 3rd one on that side, and you'll see what I'm doing. So all we're going to do now is finish making the metal inserts and then adding the resin, and I will be back when we are done with that part of it. I will see you soon. Well, now that we are done putting the back on, we are going to do some of the embellishments. First of all, we need to put some resin over the piece. And then I'm going to be taking that infinity symbol that I made to put in the very middle. These are textured pieces. They're not smooth like a lot of resin pieces that people make. These have texture to them on the outside. It's not just resin layering over and over and over each layer. No, I wanted some texture on these pieces. So I'm going to be putting on the infinity symbol, and then I'm going to be using some ball chain and a few other items. Everything will be listed in the information. So I'm going to let you enjoy this part again. It's pretty self-explanatory on what I'm doing. Please don't hesitate and ask questions. I do not mind answering them. So enjoy this part of the process, and I will see you when we're done on this. up, we're at the end again. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. I hope you're inspired. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. Bye.